Hey guys, welcome back to Tell It How It Is Tarot. This is going to be your love reading for the zodiac sign Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July 2020. I'm not going to do my normal intro, guys. I don't feel like you guys need to hear it all the time, okay? But I do want to make this announcement real quick, guys. I know most of you guys know the drill, but this reading is not going to resonate with every single Taurus out there. Most of you guys are pretty understanding about that, but some people get really resentful when it doesn't reside with them. Like, I've seen people like actually blame me as a reader, and other readers for that matter. And it can't possibly resonate with all you guys. Okay, so take it how it fits. The energies can always be vice versa too. And also, guys, I've been getting a lot of emails about personal reads, and I haven't gotten to respond to everyone yet. Just know that as of right now, I have to put a halt on personal reads. I have to focus on my reads in person that I do locally with my clients. I'm having some health issues right now, and I'm actually facing a procedure, and I don't know if my health is going to take a turn for the worst or the best at this moment, and I don't want to be in a position where I have to cancel with all you guys or reschedule or refund. And I don't want to disappoint you guys. So as of right now, I'm just putting a halt on that, and I will let you guys know when I can open that back up to you guys, okay? In the meantime, we are going to get right into it. We're going to look at your energy, their energy, the mutual situation, how they feel, how they think, the outcome. We're going to pull some advice. We're going to look into what is coming towards you or what you need to know anywhere from now to the next 3 months. And then we're going to pull some cards from the Twin Flame deck to see if your person on your mind, if they could say anything to you, what would they say? Or how do they truly feel? Okay, so we are going to get right into it. I already shuffled and premeditated on the cards ahead of time. So let's just dive right into it. Okay. Also, guys, I'm going to clarify this, but also, guys, let me know, too. I'm thinking about adding some new reads and stuff to my channel, but then that would mean I would only do this kind of spread once a month, like in the beginning of the month, because I was thinking about adding some spreads. Like, I still got to do another reconciliation spread. I think I'm going to do those every 3 months to see if you're going to reconcile with someone. I need to do, like, new love, finances, about your person, what actions are they going to take, certain other spreads. But that would mean I would cut this monthly down to 1 time a month instead of 2, so I could fit in other spreads. So let me know what you think about that, because I don't want to switch it up on you guys if you don't, like that idea. So just, if you want to, feel free, leave me a comment, let me know. Okay, so for your partner's energy, we have the 7 of Swords in reverse. Clarify. Clarified by the 2 of Wands and the Tower. Okay, so 7 of Wands. Your person is definitely sneaking around on you. I'm going to tell you that right now, because there's no way that they weren't with this 2 of Wands and this Tower. I mean, maybe you were sneaking around on them, but I feel like with the 7 of Swords in reverse, your person was trying to get away with something. This is like self-sabotage, right? They were trying to get away with something. 2 of Wands could signify 2 different people, 2 different paths, 2 different options. And then the Tower, I mean, this was big. So if your person wasn't trying to play the field or cheat or look at other options, they were definitely choosing something over you. Whether that's a behavior, a way they didn't want to give up, something, okay? And it caused a significant Tower moment between you guys. And they're in this energy now where they're starting to realize that they self-sabotage themselves. And they feel like something got taken from them and they want it back. And it's because of their choices. It's because of what they did here. It's because, you see this guy, how he's looking at the birdie towards the wand. It's like he had his back, or she had her back towards you. Somebody here, like, intentionally knew that they were causing a Tower moment, and they did it anyway. And now it's starting to feel like, it's starting to feel like self-sabotage, like they're starting to realize that. So your energy, you got the Six of Swords in reverse. Let's clarify that. Okay, yeah, so you got the Six of Swords in reverse. I feel like Taurus clarified by the Ace of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you're in this energy where you feel like you're being forced to move on from a situation that you didn't want to. And it hurts like hell. But I feel like you're coming to this energy where you're starting to know, like, I just have to move on. Like, I can't return. But I feel like you're also at a, like, I feel like okay, bear with me here. You could be a Gemini, Taurus, cusper, maybe you're not, but I feel this energy of a little bit of back and forth because one part of you feels like you need to move on and it hurts like hell, and you're trying to accept that, and you're trying to mentally prepare yourself to physically get to a point where you're not just claiming you're moving on, but you've moved on, But another part of you wants to kind of go back because there was love there, because there was care there, and because that hurts like hell. It hurts like hell to lose someone, and people will do anything to get rid of the pain, so they go back to the person that causes them the pain because they feel like it will band-aid it. And I feel like you want a new opportunity with this person. At the very least, you want communication. Maybe you feel like you need some closure before you can finally close that door. Because I feel like you were definitely feeling like this person kind of shit on you. They kind of shit on you. You might have felt abandoned or left out in the cold by them. But I feel like you're also getting to a place now where you're starting to realize the truth in the situation. And I feel like if you're not in this energy yet, you're going to come into this energy where you're just like, you know what? Is closure even going to actually do anything for me? Or like, what kind of closure could I actually get from the situation? If I feel like you really think about it. A lot of times people say and feel like they need closure, right? And they're like, well, if they could just tell me why they broke up with me. If they could just tell me why they did this. If they could just, But most people aren't actually looking for closure. They think they are. But what they're actually looking for is like to get rid of that rejection. They're looking for some kind of something that their person is going to say that means that they want this person back. Okay, I said that mixed up. People usually look, when they say they want closure, they actually just want a conversation with their ex, and they're hoping that their ex is going to make them feel better about the breakup, or they're hoping that their person is going to say, I regret what I did, I want you back. And a lot of times when people claim they want closure and they go looking for it, they never actually feel better. They never get they never hear what they actually want to hear. Somebody will let them down easy, or somebody will be so fed up with this person trying to chase you when they want space that this person might say mean things. I'm not saying your person is doing that. I'm just saying this happens. And I feel like you're starting to come to this realization where it's like, I know I need to move on, even if it's painful, because I just, and I feel like you do kind of want communication, but you also want a new beginning somewhere else. And I feel like you're ready to shut the door on this person. I feel like you're getting to a point where even if you do communicate, even if you want communication, because, when I was pulling the cards, you guys got Eight of Wands in reverse for the mutual situation, which we're about to go over, which means there's no communication with you guys right now. So I feel like you're getting to this point where you're gearing up to prepare yourself for if they walk back through that door, you have to continue moving on, even if you don't want to, or even if it hurts like hell. You are at this point, you're kind of like in this energy where you almost want an Taurus, I know this kind of sounds crazy, but it's almost like it doesn't actually sound crazy, it's actually very human, but I feel like you want an opportunity to reject them. A part of me feels like you want them to come back just to tell them no. And I feel like in a way that would be your closure. I feel like you just feel so hurt and shitted on by this person. You don't exactly want to get them back or give them karma, but you would love to just give them a little taste of their own medicine. Like, I feel like it's that rejection that really hurts people. You know, even when you lose the love of your life and stuff, all that stuff hurts. It hurts like hell, you know. But what, you know, a lot of the times, a lot of people, like, what adds to it is the rejection part. And a lot of people actually find themselves moving on a lot easier when, you know, they're able to do the rejecting, as crazy as that sounds. Okay, so let's clarify this Eight of Wands. So the current situation between you guys is, it doesn't look like there's any forward movement with you guys. It doesn't look like you guys are in communication at all. If you are, it's really poor, or it's very little, or you guys are going to end up not going into no contact. I mean, someone here could have blocked one another on phone, social media, anything like that. But it just feels like if you guys are still in communication, it looks like you're going to be going into a no contact area. So let's clarify this Ace of Wands, or this Eight of Wands in reverse, please. Yeah, okay. Six of Swords and the King of Swords, okay? So, a lot of air energy here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you could be dealing with someone like that, or it could, like I said, I kind of felt like maybe some of you guys could be cuspers, but I mean, for the most part, it doesn't have to be an air sign. It could just be the energy, or they could have it in their chart. But I do feel like that there's no communication, or you guys are going to be entering a situation where there's no communication. And I feel like it's just because, again, it's this Six of Swords energy where I feel like somebody here, you guys are just kind of keeping your mouth shut. And even though it hurts like hell for both of you, it's like you both feel, because you guys really aren't having healthy communication right now, because you guys aren't actively actually discussing anything. Because this person does feel like they have some self-sabotage. They might not even be able to face what they did to you. So they might even not even try to reconcile, because inside they might be feeling shameful. They might be feeling guilty, or they might be feeling like they don't deserve you. It's a very good possibility a lot of times when people fuck shit up themselves. They feel like even though they fucked it up, sometimes people feel like that what they did is unfixable in a relationship. And a lot of times people think, well, if I go back, it's never going to be the same because I fucked it up. We'll never be happy again. They're always going to rub it in my face. They'll never get over it. You know, a lot of times people think like that. And it actually holds them back from reconciling with someone, because a lot of times people can't own up to the wrongs that they've done, and they don't actually think it's fixable. Like, they don't want to face it. They'd rather run away than at least try to fix an issue. And I feel like here, you know, there's the emotions have been put aside, and it's more of a logical, like, I just need to move on, because I feel like someone here feels like they fucked it up. And I feel like you, Taurus, are over here just like you are feeling like you're forced to move on. Like, you just know you have to, even though you don't want to. So I feel like that's currently what's going on. Now, how they feel about you is the Three of Pentacles. So we're going to clarify that. Clarified by the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Devil in reverse. Okay, so we have Capricorn here energy, also Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I feel like they feel like they do appreciate you, Taurus. I feel like they appreciate you for who you were to them. I feel like they looked at you like you guys were a good team. Like I said, there's a self-sabotaging energy here. So I definitely feel like they realized that they fucked up a good thing. And it was because of some kind of toxic behavior. Like someone here had was doing some shitty things. This devil energy. Somebody here was doing something they shouldn't have been doing. They could have had an addiction to bad behaviors. They could have just been a cheater. They could have been addicted to sex. They could have been addicted to drugs. They could have been addicted to partying or flirting or anything. Or just new opportunities, sticking their hand in all these cookie jars or doing things they shouldn't have been doing. But I feel like they definitely feel like they lost the opportunity with you. I feel like that they feel like you've there was like this bond between you guys, and I feel like they feel like it's broken. Even though the whole teammate aspect was there, there's this, like, I fucked this up. Like, I broke this bond. I feel like they don't feel like they have an opportunity or a chance to make things right with you, or to have a new start with you, or to have a new beginning with you. Even if you have told them that you wanted to work it out or that you could be happy, I feel like that this person doesn't see it that way. So they're not going to express that, or they're not going to say that. And even if they do, they're going to, So how they think about you in this situation is the Four of Pentacles. So let's look at this. I do feel like that they generally do want to be with you, Taurus. I just feel like I don't know. I really have the sense that they feel like you're moving on, or like they just feel like they're not good enough for you. Like, I really feel like that they feel like it's hard for them to, like, they're feeling really guilty for what they did, and I feel like they're just having a really hard time facing that music. Like, it's hard for them to look at you and know what you guys had and know that they fucked that up. So it's almost like being with you reminds them of how they fucked it up, and it's almost like they can't live with it. So it's like they associate you with bad feelings because of that. So I definitely feel like they're keeping an eye on you 100%. Oh, bottom of the deck, Six of Cups. Yeah, they're definitely keeping an eye on you, and they definitely think of you. And I feel like they're definitely holding back from speaking their truth to you. That's for sure. And I definitely think it's because they can't really see what their vision is clouded right now. Their mind is clouded right now. Because they're so up in their head that they're not allowing their emotions to come into play and to help them kind of sort this out, It's kind of like it hurts like hell, so they don't want to face it. They don't want to realize it. They don't want to acknowledge it. They don't want to deal with it. So they're just like, okay, I'm putting my emotions in a basket. I'm locking it up. I'm throwing away the key. And then I'm just going to think about this logically. And logically, I fucked it up. There's no way to repair this. I'm not even going to try. I can't even talk to my Taurus because it's just going to hurt. I mean, sure, I would love to reconcile, but I can't tell my Taurus that because, like, then it's going to be so easy for them to make me fall back in love with them or to be back in their arms, and I just can't do that because I fucked this up. I don't see it working. It's a Dundala. Like, I feel like that is, like, what's occurring here. And I also think that it feels like they're keeping an eye on you, and it feels like they don't think you guys can be happy together again, regardless of how you guys feel. Pet peeve, can't stand when two people are hurting over each other, but they don't reconcile or try to work it out because one person convinces themselves over and over and over again that it's not even worth trying because the damage is done. You should at least try. I mean, and if you try and, at first you don't succeed, try again. And I mean, once it gets to a point where it's like so toxic, it's like, okay, but you gotta at least try to work out your differences. But I see so many couples go their separate ways, and it's unfortunate because you'll see two people struggle so hard for so long that are heartbroken because they should be together. But one person doesn't believe they can be happy, and I see it all the time, and it's just so unfortunate. Okay. clarify. Oh, my phone just fell asleep. That's uncomfortable. Okay, so you guys have the 10 of, for the outcome of you guys. Now, keep in mind, guys, outcomes can always change, but if, you know, as of right now, during this time period for July, the energies you're going to be going into, it could change in a couple weeks, okay? So, is the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the Chariot and the Fool. So, we have Cancer energy here. So, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse is not saying that your relationship is a complete waste of time at this point, but it is saying, like, are you investing into the wrong relationship? Because it is saying that this relationship at this point is so on the brink of being salvageable that it very, very well could be a waste of time here. And with the outcome right now, because I believe that you guys are in this headspace where you feel like you just have to move on, even though it hurts, even though you didn't want to, you feel like you're forced to. Like, this is just what you have to do. Like, what else can you do if this person won't act right, if they won't be right, if they won't communicate that they want to do right by you and fix it and be with you, then what can you do if this person is just, you know, and if this person feels like you guys can't be happy together because they fucked it up and they don't want to really let you know that, and, you know, they're not being very emotionally expressive, then you guys are in this energy where the outcome in the current moment right now is this would be a waste of time. But, you know, the 10 of Pentacles, it was like, damn, because we almost had it. It was there. It would have been abundant. It would have been everything, you know. But now it's, you know, all the coins are falling out. Now it's like, you know, and there's a sense here of wanting that back and wanting a new beginning with each other and coming closer together. And on the same token, it's a sense of wanting to try to just do your best foot to move forward and have a new beginning elsewhere and to see what else is out there, because, you know, there might be better out there. I have a feeling, well, let's see. We'll see what, before I say anything, because we'll see what's coming towards you in the next 3 months, because who knows, but. Okay, so let's pull some advice. Oh, I'm having Megan excellent timing. Okay, so your advice is the 9 of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So, yeah, so, okay, even though you might want this, your advice is to, okay, it's to go out and have fun, okay? It's to appreciate life. It's to live in the moment. So, even if, you know, so enjoy the time you did have with this person. You know, don't. Try not to get in a negative headspace. Try not to make this, like, you know, it doesn't have to be a finale. You don't have to tell yourself this is done forever. You know, you don't have to tell yourself that right now. That might make it harder to, you know, and I see people come back together all the time. Some people come back together after 3 years. Some come back after 10. Some come back after a year. Some come back after 3 months. You never know when the universe brings you back together with a person. But a lot of times, I mean, I've seen people literally get married and then, like literally, like, why am I saying that? I've literally seen people get married and leave their spouse and then go back to an ex from a previous time. I actually know someone that just did that this week. Ouch. They literally left their husband for their ex. Like they were married. Ouch. Anyway, it happens though, you know. So this guy is seeing that his woman remarried. She's moved on. And he's thinking he has no chance to get her back. And then boom, she leaves her husband for him. So it's like it's never like, you know. But you got to tell yourself for right now, you know, enjoy what it is. But don't go out there and splurge. Don't go out there and you know, start going out so much you develop an alcohol habit, or you get your sleep schedule off because you're partying too hard. Like, don't overindulge, okay? Just enjoy what you can with moment, but steady pace here. And also be careful what you wish for, because, you know, if this person does come back or makes anything, you got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse here with the Six of Pentacles. You need to make sure that you don't make any movements until you start seeing some exchange here. Some exchange of affection, some exchange of give and take. Okay? I mean, that is your advice going forward is, you know, and it's also like if things aren't not working out right now, just wait, you know? You're going to start seeing better things come your way. Like, things are going to start looking up for you. You're going to have people around you that are just going to want to be there for you. You're going to have love. You're going to have affection. You're going to, you know, it could be from this person. It could be from other people. It could be from even more past people. You don't know. So what is coming towards you in anywhere from now to the next 3 months? So see, this is why I wanted to wait. This is why I wanted to wait to see what was going on. So keep in mind, guys, this could be anywhere from now from 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, or even the full 3 months, okay? So I'm going to clarify it before I tell you. Wow, okay, so now I know why your advice was not to overindulge in things, okay? So what you need to know, or what is coming towards you in the, so what is coming towards you, or what you need to know in the, anywhere from now to the near future, okay? So your advice was the Nine of Cups. It was not to overindulge, and you might be thinking right now, like, I'm not, but you have the Seven of Cups coming towards you. You are going to start having a ton of options and things. And it's clarified by the Nine of Cups in reverse. Again, to not overindulge in those options. With the Judgment in reverse. Okay? So, remember when I told you earlier in this reading that they're keeping an eye on you, but they, at this point in time, are kind of in their head, like, they don't think you guys can be happy right now, and they're guarded, they're closed off to their feelings, they're not opening up to you about that. Well, I have a feeling the way that this is playing out, from what I'm seeing as the story unfolds here, from what I'm seeing in these timelines right now, is that, Taurus, you are going to end up having options. You're going to be hot shit. Because you're in this energy of where you truly believe you need to move on right now. Because you have no other choice, because it's over, because this person hurt you like hell, because they've done you wrong, because you feel like you just have no other option but to move on at this point. Like, you're at a stage of acceptance. No matter how hard it hurts, you're just like, well, I gotta do it, you know, or at least you're coming into that energy. And what happens is, the more and more you put yourself into that energy, the more and more you start to heal, and you get your confidence back. And now you start going out more, you start raising your vibration, and now you're on the market again, and now you're single, you're having fun, and people are noticing you, and you're going to start having options, and you might even overindulge in that. You might even start dating around. And the thing is when that happens, somebody here is going to make a decision. And I think what happens is your person who's keeping an eye on you, and you might be aware of it or you might not be, but they're going to start seeing you overindulging in options. And this is going to be very hard for them. First of all, this is going to be very hard for them to accept because they already have this self-sabotaging energy. But this is literally going to be like, how do I stop Taurus? How do I stop them? I want them back. I don't want them moving on. But they're also going to be in a sense of like, how do I reverse what's done is done? But they're, if you overindulge too much, you might end up putting yourself in a position where you're like, you know what, I don't want you back because I'm enjoying my singlehood, I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying that. But the problem is because because your advice is literally telling you not to overindulge, I'm going to sit here and say that the universe, the cards are saying like you're going to get into the single energy where you're going to be liking this attention, you're finally going to start feeling good, you're going to start overindulging, and what's going to happen is like that fun is going to wear off and you're going to feel like crap. It's like drinking, going out and having partying, and then you wake up with a hangover and you're like, oh, why did I drink that too much? I feel like you're going to get into this energy where you're going to start overindulging too much and you're going to be having fun and enjoying the attention, but then you're going to miss out on the person who has your heart. And you might even make a decision like, hey, what's done is done. And then after you make that decision, you're going to be like, oh, crap. Like once all the fun and stuff wears off. And I know that sounds so far-fetched and you're like, what is she talking about? Like, that's not how I feel at all. I'm not like that. That's not what's happening in my life. But I'm telling you right now, heartbreak and pain and moving on and finding your independence again does stuff to people. And a lot can change in 3 months. 3 months being single, a lot can change. And you might look back at this person like they hurt you. You don't want anything to do with it. But just keep an open mind that, when people's exes come back, it throws people for a loop. It throws them off. They're like, whoa, I didn't expect that. And people usually, the way they react at first, they feel fine about it. And then they start contemplating and start regretting it. And they start thinking about this person again. So just keep in mind, the choice is yours. But keep in mind that if you ever wanted a chance to reconcile with this person, just make sure, you're single, you're free to do what you want, especially if they were a jerk. But just, just try to keep your life, behind closed doors, so to speak, okay? So now we're going to look into the Twin Flame deck. We're going to see if they could say anything to you. What would they say, okay? Three shuffles, please. I'm sitting so weird right now, but you can't even see, like, my knee is, like, on the, like, I'm just like, yeah, I've been doing this all night, so. I'm, like, ready for a lunch break, for sure. Okay. Okay, so we have, how could you still love me after all I've done? So like I said, what did I say, Taurus? I feel like I told you right from the jump, first card, there was like this self-sabotaging energy. And I've told you like how they feel like they could have had it all with you, but they fucked it up to the point where they can't face you. They don't want to acknowledge that they screwed it up. Shit, they might even be being an asshole to you because they don't want to accept the fact that they lost you and they fucked it up. Like, it's on them. They don't want to face that. And they might just be seeing like there's no way we can be happy again. How could you still love me after all I've done? And they could be thinking like, because they could have hurt you. You could have been trying to get them back. And they could just be like, I don't understand. Like, I did some shitty things to my Taurus, The next one, would you reject me? See, they're thinking about coming back. They want to. They just are not expressing that because at this point in time, they feel like there's no point because they feel like they can't be happy with you. But they're still wondering if there's a chance. Anyway, that is what I have for you guys. If you guys want to be notified for future videos, make sure you guys hit that bell icon. Okay, that's going to notify you if you don't know already. Other than that, guys, Let me know about those reads and me adding more stuff to the channel, and you know, like how you guys feel about that if you want to. Anyway, I will see you guys. I'm not going to change the channel overnight. It's not going to be dramatic. So, but I'm looking into adding more stuff and maybe only making this type of read once a month, and so I can incorporate a bunch of others because these ones are really long. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you guys later. See you guys next week, mid-July. Okay, bye.